So, perfectionism. I actually didn't think that I was a perfectionist for a long time because um, I didn't do anything perfectly. But then I discovered that that's not what perfectionism is about. I can't remember if I read something or I was talking to someone. I looked at the Enneagram a little bit with a therapist, and they said they were really into the Enneagram. Wow. And perfectionism was maybe number one. And got a little bit into it. But essentially, perfectionism means you or I, in this case, try to do everything perfectly. And so most of the time I fall short. In fact, probably all the time I fall short. I don't think there's anything I do perfectly. And so the way that plays out is I constantly feel bad about myself. Or you might feel that way too, because nothing is ever good enough. And you think, why can't I do that better? And so if somebody said, wow, you did that so well, or even if they said, you did that perfectly, you know they're wrong. Am I right? You know they're wrong. And it's, it's distorted thinking at its core, perfectionism. And it keeps us from being the people we're supposed to be. For instance, this particular video I've been wanting to record now for 2 weeks. And I had some faith, I would record it. There's a bunch of other ones I want to record too, but even though it's about perfectionism, I thought, this video is not going to be very good. And really, what I'm actually thinking below that is this video won't be perfect, which is totally true. It's not going to be the right length. The lighting might not be right. The setting, the time of day, the tone of my voice, how I look, how I am in the frame. And I also can't control what any of you think about it. In a perfect world, quote unquote, I would convey a particular message that would go into your cerebrum or wherever in your brain and hit that perfect spot that would get the message across perfectly, which is exactly not what's supposed to happen because this is about perfectionism. So hopefully that wasn't too meta. But if it was too meta, that's okay, because the point of this video is we can't do everything perfectly. And when you realize that, you can actually do things. I can actually do things. Like make this video, like go grocery shopping and not know exactly what I'm supposed to get and emerge happy with whatever I did get. I can have not just compassion for myself, which is vital, life-giving, but some confidence in myself, or also like some humor. I can laugh at myself for not doing things that well. I had a different therapist who often encouraged me to laugh at myself, and I just thought she was crazy because how could I laugh at myself for not doing something well enough? But that's humanity. That's what we all share, is doing things really great sometimes, making a lot of mistakes, doing things that are wrong, like not totally ethical, and then having to forgive ourselves or ask for forgiveness. And sometimes we do things incredibly excellently and we can feel super great about it, but we can't do that all the time. And the reason that we know that we've done things so well is because they're in contrast to some other things that we've done or actions we've taken. The one last thing I'll say on this for today is, if you translate this to emotions, me, I don't love to feel emotions, but I'm trying to feel them more and more. A lot of emotions feel very imperfect. They feel like not everything's working right. For me, I can feel them in the body in various places where there's tension or, the stress or it's having some sort of negative effect. And, negative is not really associated with perfect. So I have to let go of my perfectionism with being the perfect employee or boyfriend or child or just person in the world, perfect video maker, perfect narrator. Let go of all of that to just be human. And it's not an easy thing to do, to let go. And I'm also not allowed to beat myself up for not letting it go well enough. It's just a journey. Whatever's happening, we're on a journey. And that's okay. I have to remind myself that whatever I do, it's okay. I should try to do my best and figure out how to get that motivation. But there is a way, I can testify, to get some of that motivation without having to rely on perfectionism. So that's just a drop in the bucket of perfectionism discourse for today. And I'll talk to you all soon.